The Wizarding World's biggest lesson. Hi, it's me, your RazMansReality. Welcome back. Gang, great to see ya. And if this is your first time here and you want more unbiased reviews and discussion, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. After recently rewatching Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, I discovered something very, very interesting. Something that's been in my face and all of your faces this entire time, but something you don't think about unless you're looking for it. And that is JK Rowling wrote a big underlining lesson, a theme, if you will, throughout every one of her stories. What's that theme? That theme is that self-worth determines what kind of person you either are or end up being. Don't believe me? Well, let's break this down. How do we first meet our title character of Harry Potter? We meet him as a tortured young boy who's basically been told by the Dursleys his entire life that he's worthless, that everything he does isn't good enough, and he thinks that he's never going to have anything good come of his life, or that he's ever going to matter to anyone. What happens to change that, though? He meets Hagrid, Ron, Hermione, Dumbledore, McGonagall, and the rest of the crew who help him to see that not only is he well wanted and valued in his true world, the Wizarding World, but he's its biggest hope. And that belief and self-worth that comes from his friendships saved him literally from being killed by Voldemort a number of times, 2 distinct times that we know of for sure, in Order of the Phoenix and in the Deathly Hallows. And it shapes him and allows him to be the savior that he needed to be. All because his self-worth was built back up again. Now, let's flip over to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and let's look at what can happen when a character has self-worth, and that self-worth reminds another character to regain their self-worth. That's what happens with title character of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Newt Scamander and Tina Goldstein. Tina Goldstein was a very successful Auror until she made a decision that the president didn't agree with and was removed from her position. Being removed from that position has messed up her confidence to the point to where, even though she knows in her heart that what she did for Credence was the right thing to do, it has made her question just who she is. When she meets and comes in contact with Newt Scamander, a man who's very sure of himself and knows that his purpose of guarding these magical creatures and protecting them and helping the Wizarding World to understand them is the right thing to do, by being associated with him and seeing what's happening to him, she slowly starts to realize that not only was she always good at her job and always in the right, but that the person she was trying to help is actually the very person that was the cause of all the problems that happen in the film. And while, yes, Newt is full of self-worth, he realizes that he is not perfect either, and he learns a different kind of self-worth through his association and friendship with Jacob Kowalski. The kind of self-worth that teaches you it's just not about doing the right thing, it's about the people you have in your life around you. And he gets that through Jacob and through also the Goldstein sisters, of course. And as one final example of everything I'm talking about here today, Neville Longbottom. A little boy who can't do anything right, who can't remember what he's forgotten. A boy who thinks he's in the way, grows up to not only be the reason that Gryffindor wins the House Cup in the first story, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, through the courage to stand up to his friends, but grows up as someone whose life goal was to please his parents and make them proud for giving their lives to stop Voldemort's terror. And yes, by the way, that is the right way to say his name. If you're pronouncing the T, you're actually doing it wrong. A little bit of an extra tidbit there for you. Neville gains the courage and the strength needed to be a major player in bringing Voldemort down in the end, and someone that Harry would not have been able to succeed without. Why? Because Harry, Ron, Hermione, and the rest of Dumbledore's army helped Neville to realize that he always had these capabilities within him all along. He just never had an individual there to encourage him and to help him bring this out. So there you see it. In the Wizarding world, the underlining lesson is all about self-worth. And why is that, you wonder? Well, it's because JK lost her mother. That deep, disheartening, despairing loss made her question if she was ever going to be worth anything, not only as an author, but in life. And as a result, she presents us with characters who teach us that self-worth determines how your life will turn out. Thanks so very much for watching. Be sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you noticed the Wizarding World's biggest lesson before watching this video, and be sure to hit that round icon down below to subscribe so you don't miss any future unbiased reviews and discussion. And this has been your RazMansReality Check.